Hey there, hi there. This is Dr. Judy O with Mike, and we're going to talk more about Kratom. There is a lot of information about Kratom.
Yes, there is.
But one of the things that I have a lot of friends that lift weights and athletes. How does Kratom help them?
Actually, Kratom right now is really big with weightlifters and football players, sports, all kinds of athletes, being that it does give you the energy and the want and the focus to do what you're doing. And not only that, it also has the muscle recovery,
Yes.
to it. Because I believe it is in your white veins, in your reds, it has inflammation. It helps with inflammation and recovering.
Right.
Gives you the relaxation. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, while doing it. But yeah, a lot of people that are working out are doing the green kratoms. They're taking greens, and that, like I said, that gives them the energy, the want to go do it. The happiness, and to get out of bed and go.
Right. Well, the recovery is really important because when you're a serious weightlifter, you're actually breaking that muscle down and rebuilding it.
Yep.
And that takes a lot of energy for the body to do that.
Right, and the Kratom helps with that. It's just the biggest thing while doing that. You need to make sure you're drinking lots of water, and that's just with Kratom in general. If you are feeling any kind of headache or anything like that with Kratom, you're probably not drinking enough water.
Yeah,
that's why
don't.
Kratom, is
Yeah.
like that. It tells you what you need and what That's just one of the best things about it. But while working out, you need to keep hydrated.
Yeah.
Of course, you would anyways, but more so with the Kratom.
Right.
And it's, it don't have those illegal properties in it,
Right.
So athletes don't kind of worry about it yet,
Oh, yeah.
for it coming up on tests and things like that. Because it's not an enhancement drug.
Right.
It's not going to enhance you. It's not going to build you more muscle. It's just going to give you the energy to do what you got to do.
And help with the recovery.
And then help with the recovery after you're done.
What about like wrestlers or other sports?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yep. It gives them, like, say it's a practice. You take some good green, and you'll be able to focus more and focus in your training more. Another thing affected with this, and now you mentioned wrestling, it does serve weight loss properties too.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with that, but it does help with weight loss.
I did not know that.
Yes. Yep. It will help with weight loss.
Of course, that part of the energy and wanting to do things.
Yeah, that's what it is too.
Who wants
because
to get on the treadmill every day?
Yep.
You look at it, you use it as a coat rack.
and by taking Kratom, that gives you that, I'm going to step on that treadmill today.
Yeah.
It makes you happy and makes you want to go ahead and get what you want in life.
Oh.
Which to me that's awesome. Because when you're suffering from a lot of depression stuff, you just want to sit on the couch and just woe me, woe this and that, and you take Kratom, in a matter of minutes, you're a normal person again.
Yeah.
To be able to function in society. And that's one of the greatest things about it. One of the, obviously you don't want to take it during pregnancies, as anything else, you kind of watch, you should never really take much on pregnancies.
Right.
If you are taking thyroid drugs, anything for thyroid, it's not recommended to take Kratom. It has, side effects with that as well. And same thing with alcohol, painkillers, benzos.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be touching Kratom at all if you're messing with that kind of stuff in the first place. It's an oxymoron per se.
Right.
And same with sedatives, because it is a sedative. The Reds are sedatives.
Right.
So you're just asking for a long nap.
Yeah. Really long nap.
A really long nap, yes. But the main thing that I've seen is just that the most wonderful thing about it is the antidepressant. I mean, this country suffers so much from antidepressant. We don't understand it. We don't know why it happens, and a lot of suicide happens from that.
Right.
Which this something right here could help all that.
Yeah. Short-term depression, it allows the body to handle the stress that just happened, like a loss of a loved one. You may want to take a day and just kind of, chill out, drink lots of water, and just kind of, let your body move through that loss. But that's short term.
Right.
When you start going days and days to weeks and being in this dark place,
it becomes a big problem, a big
Yeah.
issue. And it's hard to crawl out of that hole winter in that hole.
yeah, you're in that hole. You don't see
Hmm.
an end to it.
Right.
And it's really hard to pull yourself out of that.
Hmm.
And then some people, like you say with suicides,
Yeah.
that's a scary thing when we see the amount of suicides that we see in our area.
Hmm.
And just about everybody here either knows someone or is related to someone that has committed suicide.
And now we're seeing it in the news more, so
Uh-huh.
it's becoming more in the face. All these celebrities
Yeah.
and such, and a lot of it is because of the the medication that they're on, the antidepressant medication. What it does a reverse effect on some people. They don't know what's happening,
Yeah.
to where that's why kratom should be taken, as needed per
Right.
se. For a lot of people, they have to take it every day, multiple times a day. Now I'm talking your chronic people with chronic pains, things as that. But other than that, it's just something you want to keep around for them rainy days. You need that extra energy today. Take it once every couple of days. You can build a tolerance to kratom as anything else. You know what I mean?
The body gets used to it, so you have to take more and more.
Right. But if you don't need it, you don't take it. It's just like an aspirin, or any kind of other thing, medicine or whatever. There's just no need to take it if you don't need it.
Right. For an acute situation, my they call me Tanglefoot. So that kind of gives you an idea. If I don't watch where my feet go.
Right.
Yeah, I face plant. And so when we go hiking, I usually carry ginger with me because, for the most part, I will probably find that stick and, face plant,
right.
roll down the hill, whatever. And it gets kind of funny after time. I just like, why? And I'll immediately take that ginger to help offset. But
Right.
with kratom, it'd be the same thing.
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. One thing great about kratom, and I've heard it from multiple people, because I'm involved with lots of kratom groups all around the world, so I get to talk to many people about this. And you take kratom, and one of the best things while taking kratom is going out in nature and looking around. I mean, like I said, there's no buzz from kratom, but it does make you enjoy nature better. Your surroundings, all of this all has to do the focus.
Yep.
You're actually stopping and smelling the flowers
Yes.
instead of walking by them.
Which we need to do more often.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Not face plant into them, but
Correct.
to
Correct.
smell them. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, now you know a secret. Yeah.
Most definitely.
And with any kind of pain that a person has, you have to seriously look at, why do you have the pain? What else do you need to do to help your body heal that pain?
Right.
Because this isn't a heal-all, but it just helps support the system to allow it to heal itself.
There's always a a starting point of something that's creating your problems. And obviously you should always head that on first, on why are you depressed, find out them problems and work on that, while trying to heal yourself as well. But it's always, best to head on what your issue is, and that takes a lot of mental, healing as well.
And for caregivers, this is a great thing to understand.
Yes.
Because a caregiver that's helping others, that this is a great way of helping those people that can't help themselves.
Yes.
Because there are people out there that cannot, especially when they're in that dark, dank place.
And they don't
depression.
want to.
No.
They're too far. They're going too far, and it's a sad place.
Yeah.
When I've been in that depth of place, to where I just felt like giving up, feeling real down, and I had to try the pharmaceutical way, and nothing was working. And if it did work, it made me feel just out of it. I wasn't wasn't me. You know, I was
Right.
groggy, I was down, and then that's why I come across kratom. You know, because what happened? I was researching natural medicines. I said there had to be something out there that I can take naturally that'll make me feel good about myself. You know, and not have to take these pharmaceuticals and be a slave to big pharma. So I type in natural medicines and things like that, and kratom was the first thing that popped up.
Yeah.
So I studied kratom for at least 3 months before I initially said, okay, let's try this. You know, it's always best to study and have your knowledge.
Yes.
You know, and very much importantly is to know your vendor. You know where you're getting it from. That is very important. Being that it's not FDA approved or regulated right now.
If you're going to different companies, you need to ask them a lot of questions.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of different product out there that is not what they say it is.
Correct.
And so you have to be really, really careful. I'm very specific.
Yep.
Everything that I use, I want to know, where does it come from? What's the process? How big is the company?
That's a big one too. How big is the company?
In talking with the individual people, don't just talk to the salespeople. Talk to the other people too, if you can. Sometimes I'll talk right to the lab, and if there's something in that product that I don't care about, there's one company that I actually talked to. They passed me around, and I think for the most part they really didn't want to talk to me because they didn't have the answers. So they were just passing me off to the next person. I don't know how many people I talked to. This one company. They finally sent me to the lab to one of the scientists and actually sat down and talked with him. This wasn't kratom, but another product that I was interested in. And it is really neat how much power you do have with these companies. Tell them.
Yeah.
If
you
there's
need to be informed.
Yeah. If there's something in that product, I love this product that you have, but you have PEG 80 in here. Why do you have PEG 80 in here? This is supposed to be for health.
Correct, yes.
You have to be very aware of ingredients and look at the ingredients. You actually become a label reader.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's another thing good too about YouTube. The kratom community is so big. There's a lot of channels out there, that's how I got a lot of my information. I researched through YouTube, through the internet, watching testimonies from people, and that's how I basically started in learning how I can get informed. And then before I found my vendor now, I would go to the online vendors, and what I would automatically do is go to the comments and see what they said, how the satisfactory rate is, and then I would type their name in on YouTube, see what they got out there, is there people talking about them,
Right.
And that's how I was able to find the right ones that I needed.
Yeah, that's good. Most people don't. They blindly buy.
Yeah.
And that's where you run into trouble.
Yep. Because there's bad people out there that will mix it, It's been known that, people have been mixing it with benzos and stuff like that, which it kills us, the people that need this stuff,
And it's not standardized. I know a lot of people, they're looking for standardized herbs.
Right.
And it's really hard when it comes to something that's natural to make sure it's standard. Like this particular tree may not be the exact standard as what we have here.
Right.
Because this isn't grown in the area that this has been grown.
Yeah.
Because it's the soil that gives it its phytonutrients. So everything is going to be different. That's why we have so many different strains.
Most likely this came from Asia, Malaysia, and somewhere in that area.
Yeah, we got Borneo and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is with the kratums, there are the red, white, green, yellows, but there's your Borneos, there's your Balis, there's your Indos. There's a lot of different kratums, so you will find one that suits you. That is for sure.
One of the things I wanted to bring up is the cognitive. When you hit a certain age, you start thinking about your brain because of, as you're aging, there's so many people with dementia, Alzheimer's.
Right.
And I've seen some reports where people were actually using this for cognitive function to keep the mind as sharp as it can be.
Correct.
And that's the yellow and the white, I believe. And I have a few people that are starting off with that to see how well they do, just to make sure, because that's a scary thing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And and I can. I've never heard that, but I can see that happening because of the focus that it does give you.
Right.
You know.
And when you get a phone call and say, hey, someone that you worked with all your life, and their wife called and say, hey, my husband was just diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and he's the same age as us.
Yeah.
It's scary. It is really scary.
Very
So,
scary.
yeah.
And to think that there's nothing to help, but there is something to help.
Yes.
And we're being lied to and not having this available
Right.
to the people that need it. You
Yeah.
know, too much misconceptions and not enough. You know, there's the research is out there. It just needs to be brought to the tables. You
Right.
know, but it won't happen because of big pharma.
Yeah.
You know, it's taking their customers away is what it's
Yeah.
doing, and they
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, right now they're picking on the companies with Kratom and, holding up the Kratom and
Right.
shipping and...
And
yeah.
mark my word, if they ever do make Kratom illegal, they will come out with a pill form of Kratom on their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
It will happen. Just
Yeah.
like with the marijuana, they're trying to jump on that now.
Yeah.
You know, same thing. Well, it's legal, but here you can take our pills that we're,
Yeah.
you know, or our stuff that we're growing.
Right.
You know, what's the difference?
Yeah.
You know, they're just putting what they want into it.
Right.
All the extra additives.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we can hit on too, is something that I was researching about as well, is Kratom not only is good for humans, but it also is good for pets.
Oh. That's
Cats
great.
and dogs.
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs, yes.
Yeah.
I was talking to some people, and labs are known for hips, having bad hips.
Yeah. Same
So
with shepherds.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, "What do I have to lose?" You know,
Right.
his dog was in so much pain, and he started giving him Kratom. He said the dog went from laying in the driveway every day to actually getting up and moving around and playing ball
Oh, wow.
with him,
That's great.
and gave him the ability to move around again.
I bet you that happened in a few days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable, unbelievable
Yeah.
what it was able to do. So yeah, I mean, it does serve purposes for pets as well.
That's good. That's good to
Mm-hmm.
know, because I see a lot of people spend more money on their pets than
Oh, yeah,
they do on
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pets are people's babies. You know?
Yeah, they're our kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to keep them healthy.
But
And
yeah,
that's
that's-
a great way of, yeah.
Something that is definitely beneficial for a pet that's going through pain. You
Yeah.
never want to see anything go through pain, whether it's a loved one or
Right.
pet. No matter what it is, pain is not nice thing to go through.
Yeah, cats
Yeah.
and dogs. What about birds? Have you, because birds are different.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I'm not. I'll say no on that for now because I don't have enough research on that.
Right, yeah.
But that's more. I'm just now starting to get into more of the animal thing and
Yeah.
finding out more.
Okay.
Because as the testings are coming out and being told,
Yeah,
that's the great thing about social media, that we're getting the truth be
Yes.
told.
uh-huh. Getting the information out.
Mhm.
Hence what we're doing here.
Right.
So what else do we have?
Trying to think.
I'm sure we haven't covered it all. Maybe we have.
I think I covered just about everything that I could think of.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's about it.
I guess.
For now, until I can think of,
Yeah.
get more stuff.
Yeah.
We can do another session. Or
Well, we
something.
could. Yeah. As we get more knowledge
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get more information, we could do another one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But in the end result, I ask people to don't believe in false media, don't believe in every word or thing you see about Kratom. Do your own research and find out for yourself the truth, and you will find the truth.
Yes.
That's for sure. And
Ask
that's how.
questions.
Yeah, ask questions, research,
Uh-huh.
and the truth will come out,
Yes.
as always does when you search for it.
Have you ever thought about making edibles with kratom?
Yeah, actually, I don't know her name. There's a YouTuber that is doing cooking with kratom.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's an elderly lady that's cooking with kratom. So
Uh,
I'm getting that. But one thing about kratom they say is it takes the heat takes away some of it. I
oh,
was
okay.
told that,
All right.
but I mix mine with hot coffee, so I don't know. And your
Well-
body is at 98
Right.
temperature, so it's getting warm. It's in your belly. So
Right.
that's more that I'm looking into right now.
Yeah. So basically, if you would make something, it would be a lower temperature.
It would have
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's a higher temperature, I could see where some of the properties could be
Mhm.
lost in that.
And if it could be an edible, it'd be a way better thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, some people just cannot get past the taste.
Yeah.
It is bitter. It's like I said, it's that bitter, nasty taste.
Uh-huh.
And if you, like say if you are going through an opiate withdrawal, you're already sick,
Yes.
so you're not gonna wanna even smell something like that.
Yes.
But that's where the capsules would come in handy.
Right.
But even just having an edible,
Yeah. And you can buy empty capsules to make your own capsules
Yes.
too.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yep. You can go to your local stores and get the capsule makers. Which all in all though, it's very important to have a scale.
Yes.
That way you know what you're taking and how much you're taking at a time,
That's good.
and never keeping your tolerance down.
Uh-huh. Yeah, kratom has become one of my new friends.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
It's helped. It's not just helped me. It's changed my life.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, it really has. People, a lot of people in our community know me pretty well, and I tell them, yeah, I have depression problems. They're like, get out of here.
Yeah.
No one believes me that I have depression and anxiety. Like I have anxiety so bad. I'm like chronically anxiety.
I know,
But-
when you first told me that, I'm like, really
Yeah.
seriously?
But here I am today, running parades for the town, working hands-on with the community, putting my head right out there and talking,
Yep.
being able to do this right here.
Yes.
I took some kratom before I even came here today.
Yeah.
So just because, they
Mo-
give me
most-
that calm.
Yeah, most people I get in front of the camera, they shut right down.
Yeah, freeze up.
Yeah. Even very talkative people.
Yeah.
And actually with me, the first time I started doing this, there's things I wanted to say and I just kept blanking out. I'm like, oh.
And that's what I was worried about too. That's why I said I'm gonna take a little bit of kratom before I go. And it's ironic that we're talking about it, and it helped me out great.
Yeah. Which strain did you use?
I tried the green Bali, I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah.
So the newer kind.
Yep.
Very good effects.
Yeah.
A little bit more stronger, faster. Just doesn't hang around as long.
Yeah.
But really enjoy it. Really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It gives you that get up and go.
Yeah. Which
You'll
a lot
be
of
cleaning
people
your
do.
house before you know it.
Yeah.
I find myself doing that. Like one of my big problems too is I might have ADHD. I don't know. I start a project. Next thing you know, I have 5 projects going at once. I
Yeah.
can't stay on one. I'll walk by some. Oh, I gotta fix that.
Uh-huh.
I'll walk by another. I gotta fix that. Kratom, I can stay focused on one thing, and it allows me to do that.
Yeah, that's great.
And
you've
whistle while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah, and you've been basically on target on each subject too. So yeah,
Yeah, a lot of research. Like I said, I'm not gonna just take something or suggest anybody to take something
right.
without knowing the full ability of it. And that's why I usually always carry a little bit extra kratom with me, just for somebody who's never tried it.
Right.
If
Yeah.
I can help somebody out with something natural like this, and
Yep.
and it has worked that way.
Yeah, I know working with herbs, sometimes people will take something and they'll have what they call a side effect, but actually it's the body's trying to adjust to what
Right.
this is something new.
Yep.
What am I supposed to do with this? And sometimes people get a little leery or afraid of some of these, like flu-like symptoms or
Right.
And I just let people know, make sure you're drinking water because sometimes they're dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just kratom, it's
No.
other herbs too.
Yeah.
Because it's not really the herb itself, but it's other things that's creating
Mm-hmm.
some other
And it's your body
issues.
telling
Yeah.
you as well.
Yeah.
You know, your body knows what you need and what you don't need, and
Uh-huh.
that's such a thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's what's wonderful about these things. Then, you know, the pharmaceuticals, they're in your body, you know.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't even know what this is, you know,
No.
what's going on, you know, it's confused.
It doesn't know what it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just
Plain
trying to
and
deal
simple.
with it. Yeah.
Yep.
It
Where
can-
this, they kind of know what it is. You know, hey, this is, you know, a natural thing, and you just get rid of it.
Right. And if you know that you're a sensitive type person, you don't take as much.
Right.
Start with the lower dose.
And then coming across that, which is a good point that I haven't touched a base on yet. With kratom, it does vary in people. It does not matter of your weight. Say that, for instance, you have a 100-pound female comparison to a 250-pound male. The 100-pound female might be taking 5 grams at a time, to where that 250-pound guy might be taking 1 gram.
Uh-huh.
It can happen like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's why it's very important to do your research, keep your logbooks,
Right.
and knowing, you know, what you're taking, and to have that measured out correctly.
And I have run into a few people that that will affect exact opposite.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Like if, caffeine puts them to sleep.
Yep. That's what it does me. I drink
Yeah.
cup of coffee before I go to bed every night.
Yeah.
I truly do.
I think that's your typical ADHD, I think.
Really?
Is,
Doing the reverse effect?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
I think that's...
Well, it would make
if I'm-
sense.
Yeah. So when something says it'll help you to sleep, that might keep you up
Mm-hmm.
at night. So,
Right.
yeah.
And that's what's nice. Another thing nice about kratom too is you don't get that wave effect, and you know what I'm talking about if you've ever taken any kind of pharmaceutical or anything, to where you get the ups, your highs, your lows, your highs, your lows. Kratom's one straight plane.
Right.
You know, you take it and it's a straight plane,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll just wear off. You know, but
Yeah,
it
that's
just
great.
know, boom, you're out of it. You don't have no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel terrible again. You're all depressed. No, it doesn't work like that. You know, it'll keep you happy for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
It
That's
don't just
great.
stop like that.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I think we've covered everything.
Yes, I think so.
And it's nice to have this little plant here.
It's great to see one up close. It's
Yeah.
the first time I ever got to see one live up close. So
Didn't think it was going to survive, but it did.
it's doing great. Looks like.
Yeah. Because of my husband
Mm-hmm.
with the green
The
thumb.
green thumb.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
I
Thank you for
really-
having me.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming here and discussing this.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoyed all the information that we brought to you. Actually, Mike brought to you. And I hope you have hope you have a healthy, successful week. Thank you.